be some genuine concerns. Not all the opposition can be blamed on politics. There are some genuine concerns also which the central government should take into consideration, which is what I'll stress upon right now, sir. Sir, if you look at the legislative competence of the parliament, sir, this is an issue regarding agriculture, which is a state subject, and it comes under entry 14 of the list 2. And moreover, the subject concerning markets and fairs is also is in the state list, sir, which is on the entry 28 of list 2. Sir, the bill is regulating the sale and purchase of agricultural goods, and according to the Constitution of India, such a law can only be brought by the state government, as interstate trade is covered by entry 26 of state list. Now, even though it concerns some of the intrastate, most of it is intrastate also. So this has to be looked upon the legal competence, legislative competence. Can this bill be made in the parliament itself or not? And also regarding the APMC Act, that is being weakened right now. And there is a lot of investment, there is a lot of infrastructure, a lot of administration already working for the betterment of this similar setup in the states also, sir. And how is this going to be integrated with the existing system once this bill comes into effect is something the central government needs to look into. And other than this, the farmers also have other kinds of concerns where they have to go to banks, they go to other commission agents to get loans to sow crops, and those are some of the other issues that need to be looked into regarding farmers' issues, sir. And one more important thing I want to mention is I come from a constituency which has a lot of fishermen also, sir. And in the fish marketing sector, there are very large number of women traders who, especially single women who trade at markets by heading from door to door on the roadside also, sir. And now they don't have any kind of registration, and even in times of COVID pandemic, they are facing a lot of trouble just doing their daily business. So most women fish workers who are not registered, without any help from the society, they'll be not able to reap the benefits of this bill. So the sector is also stressed, and after unlocking, reopening fisheries, also face disrupted commodity chains also, sir. So I request the central government, if it uses the power under section 5(2) of this bill to specify rules and allow unregistered traders also, give them some time to get registered, it will be a lot of help to these traders, sir. And the dispute resolution mechanism which has been set up, and it says that much of these, I'll try to cut it short, sir, much of this is delegating those powers on the executives like the magistrate and district collectors. And now the courts are not being made to involve in this. The provision will just be like a partial solution, sir. Apart from trade-related disputes, farmers will have other legal battles also. It can be land-related, and it can be any other related. So in these times, I think it is better if the government thinks upon setting up agricultural tribunals in line with the provisions of Article 323B of Constitution of India. And another suggestion would be that the government, Niti Aayog has also suggested this in its report, Strategy for New India at 75, which was released by late Finance Minister Arun Jaitley ji also, sir. And when it comes to contract farming, one of the major issue is the increase in monoculture farming.
Please be brief now.
I'll conclude in 1 minute. I'll conclude in 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, I'll just conclude.
Okay.
Contract farming can lead to monoculture farming, which can also lead to a loss of crop diversity, which is a very serious concern, sir. Because when you sow the same crop, it can be vulnerable, and destructive pests can also lead to crop diseases. So the new law must find a way to address the additional risks that contract farmers have to confront by ensuring protection to the farms. And the major concern which across the parties everyone has put up is the MSP. The MSP, there has been no mention, nothing has been mentioned regarding the SP in any of the three bills, and which is leading to confusion. The government is saying that there will be nothing to fear regarding the MSP. But if that is the case, then why don't they include it? Okay. Why don't they make it liable for the private players to ensure that minimum MSP is being granted to the farmers? If that is being included, much of the ruckus that is being created will be settled, sir.
Okay. Shri Kanakamedala Ravindra Kumar.
Sir, gallery, sir.
Yes, sir. Please start.
Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity. Sir, there are serious concerns, farmers have serious concern about this bill. Number one, with regard to the one of the they may prohibit the state governments from collecting the market fees, cess, levy, trade outside notified APMC mandis, removes interstate trade barriers, and provide framework for electronic trading directly between buyer and a farmer. In simple words, it breaks the state's control over the farmers, enabling them to choose they wanted to sell. As per the bill, without paying market fees, corporate sector, they will purchase agricultural products outside the market through brokers according to price fixed by them and required quantity. AMC system will be collapsed. Farmers have to be depend on the mercy of the corporate sector. Then there is no. Sir, there is no market price system in this. Farmers have to get into the contract with private corporate with mutually agreed price. The concern is that would be away the minimum selling price leading to exploitation of farmers. The government has to clarify it. Then there is another.
Ravindra Kumar, please wear the mask. Mask.
Since there is no restriction to store the agricultural products, corporate sector may store the entire stock. They can control the demand-supply system and may seek more profits. Ultimately, consumer has to pay more price, whereas the farmers cannot bet minimum support price.
Thank you.
Finally, sir, when there are less agricultural products, there is no provision to safeguard the interest of the farmers, and we have to prevent the suicides of the farmers all over the country, in particular in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Since AP government totally working against the farmers, suicides are more in the farmers due to policies of the AP government. The question of a dispute resolution mechanism, I would like to submit that.
Thank you, Ravindra Kumar ji. Your time is over.
Ultimately, the government has to clarify all these issues and issue assurance to the farmers, and to clarify all these things in the bills by the Honourable Minister.
Thank you.